โอเคได้เวลา Blood and Wine DLC สุดท้ายพิเชอร์3มาพบกับอัศวินจากตัวแซงอินฮอลโลวูฟฮอลโลเวย์นี่คือฮอลโลเวย์เหรอตอนนี้ก็จะเป็นเฮ้ยพวกมึงอ่ะเนี่ยชุดทองมาเลย
Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The Griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnful.
คนรู้จักเหรอ
Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land stillness at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads.
อัศวินแห่ง
The
ความ
matter
ยุติ
does
ธรรม
not
ด้วยนะ
concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
เอลยูวิดเดอร์แบนเด็ดเกมที่ทำเงินเลยรุ่นฟันเลยจัดการเลย
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they
มี
will
การ
be
เรียก
dead
กล่อม
to
ด้วย
this.
นะอยากเรียกกล่อม
completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
ขอเกลี้ยกล่อมมันก่อนว่ะ
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them. หนีเร็วหนีเร็วเจ้านาย Hark! Contemptible cars! He mean us?
สีแสบตาจริงๆทุกแม่งเนี่ย
Fall call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular punch and duty here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
เอา
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other
ล้อ
farts?
เลียนเขาใหญ่เลยช่วย
Noble Palmerin's given you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them.
ไอ้มีคนประมาท
Folk
คนห
say
นึ่งนะ
we's a beard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh,
Lolly.
insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed,
Lolly and
we
John
cannot
Island.
let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
อ้าวเพียบเลยเฮียแฮงแมน
Don't be a beard! We'll flail your skin.
ท้องเหรอท้องว้าเด็ดได้ไหมเนี่ยตัวโคตรเจี๊ยบทำไม่สวยทำไม่สวยโอ้ยไหนพวกมึงใกล้หมดแล้วนะเหลือคุณคนเดียวแล้วตู้ไปเหลือว่าแม่งติดป้าย
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
It is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend.
ชาวบ้านแม่งไม่ออกมาขอบคุณไม่ได้คำเดียว
Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
แดนเถื่อน
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
นาเลต้าเซออนแดน
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
โอเค
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her illustrious Highness.
This bit tell me more
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet, are only sure witnesses. The bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Magic
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a
ถูก
thing.
ลากออกมา
We
จาก
have
ในห้อง
no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect.
ที่ได้รับการป้อง
Of
กัน
this
อย่างดี
beast, nothing is known,
ลากไปกลาง
save
ลานกว้าง
that
ด้วย
it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
ไม่มีร่องรอยหาไม่เจอ Anyone tried to trap the monster
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Did anyone say tourney
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived.
มีงานเท
The
ศกาล
best
อยู่
knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
ดิสทางอันนี้ท
Toussaint's a long way off. Gotta think if I really want to make the trek.
A minor inconvenience. We had hoped you would agree.
Geralt, we've no cause to return without you. Should we do so, Her Grace will greet us with gallows. Do you wish to burden your soul with the deaths of two old friends? Return to us soon and accept.
We will await you here. As Milton says, we've no choice.
ำไม่กลับไปโอ้กูแม่งพวกกูก็ได้เข้าตารางพอดี
Mum said find good, she'll send me on the
หนึ่ง
trade.
นะเพื่อนขอรูทศพก่อนไม่กลับพวกกูเว้ยเข้าตารางเด็กเพื่อนเห็นใจคนแก่สองคนหน่อยวะ
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find you.
รับเนี่ยเดี๋ยวมีอะไรมีถุงอะไรรุนหน้าบ้านต่อมาขัดสนเว้ยต้องเอาเงินไปใส่รุนนั่นแหละแม่งของแม่งในบ้านนี้มันไม่มีเหี้ยอะไรเลย
Still waiting.
As I told you, we cannot return empty-handed. It is simply out of the question.
Have you reconsidered? Will you take the offer?
ไป
Ready to go.
ไม่ไป
As
มึง
soon
ก็
as
ติด
you're
คุก
back.
อะ
Ha! Then
Did
post
we?
haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
อืมหลายวันต่อมาที่ต้องพูดต่อยิวสวยสัตว์
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the heron.
โอ้ยไอ้เหี้ยเปิดมาก็มีเรื่องเอ้าไอ้เหี้ยเปิดมาก็มีเหลืองเลยไปวิ่งมาโอ้ผ่านมาแม่งอัศวินเนี่ยนี้แม่งแน่จริงออกมาลุยกับมอนสเตอร์เองเลยมึงจะเจอกูโอ้ยโอ้ย
My lady, you watch out!
โอ้ยกดบัฟก่อนเลยไอ้เหี้ยเปิดมากูปิวเลยออฟดรอยอยู่ไหนวะโกนอยบีดเป็นยักษ์แน่นอน
A monster!
Ah.
All for one, not one for all!
โอ้ล็อกเกลือเลยเสียแม่มีหลังมือด้วยได้วะมีเขาด้วยมีปุ๊เรียบร้อย
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfitted. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
ไม่ยอมว่ะ
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
เก็บใจนุ่มเปลี่ยน
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands.
หิวก็เลยลง
Goliath
มา
had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
ไปจัดการนี่แค่นี้หั่นคอยักษ์ไหวเหรอวะอ๋อโอ้โหดาเลียพอเลยโอ้500คราว รวยชิบหายเลยยักษ์นี่โทฟี่ยักษ์ดาบใหม่เริ่มแรงกว่าดาบไอ้เหี้ยนี่แล้วอ่ะโอ้ยยัดมอนสเตอร์
Go, go. Brave kid, Guillaume.
Farmerin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kid.
กิยองเป็นหลานพาวเมอร์
Run, Roach.
มันเหยียบหมาตายเลยอะ
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
มีเหยื่ออะไรที่3แล้วอ่ะไปดูสถานที่ดีกว่า
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
โอเรนไม่เห็นอะไรเลยอ่ะนี่
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests.
เดี๋ยวเน้นโปรเฟส
Careful.
อุ้ย
I would burn you all! For my name
Show me what
ตัวอะไรเนี่ยรอนเนอร์แบบใหม่เหรออุ้ยโอ้ตะไลสัตว์
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
โอ้น็อตปีนเหรอนึกว่าดอนเนอร์แล้วเจ็บด้วยนะแม่งระเบิดตัวเองใส่เนี่ย
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently, probably to transport the body somewhere.
เอาหมดโอเคต้องลงน้ำนอนข้างบนนะเพื่อนอะไรมีอะไรบ้างตรวจนั้นมีอะไรเชฟ
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
มีแล้วอ๋อมีทางนั้นยังอะไรส่องสว่างอยู่บอลมันเป็นเรือขนของหรืออะไรทั้งอย่างไงวะแม่งเบื่อเพื่อนมาแล้วเพื่อนนิวตัน
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
ไทยมุงเต็มเลย
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
DLC
It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
รีบกลับบ้านเว้ยขอรอบนิวตันเด็กกระท่อมล็อก
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Killer from the north.
นะตรงนี้มันอยู่ตรงไหนใจกลางเลย
What? With no lads brave the Duchess complaining it tires the marvelous beast.
My, that is quite...
That calls for a witcher.
Ducal clerks looking
งาน
for
งาน
that.
งาน
Could be good coin to be made.
มีจ็อบใหม่เพียบเลย
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask her, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blew and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Lilis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
What else do people say about the beast?
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaint are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Paris Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
โอเคเจอกันเพื่อนมิลตันไปชนะสูตรศพกัน
Oh, dear
A
fellow,
smashing
with a
place we
fissock like that, you must
Wine
have
by the barrel.
ไอเหี้ยมี
Peace and quiet. Lovely views.
ซัมมอนฟอร์มดูเช่นฮันนาอ๋อหายไอเหี้ยมีสูตรทำอาหารเหี้ย
Normally, I think
Could replace them with something else.
replace crayfish with fish. I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your noodlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know
ครอบครัว
nothing.
นักปรุงเคฟิต
Show me what you got in stock.
โอ้การ์ดเนี่ยแหละสิ่งที่กูต้องการโอ้เมนูมันดูน่ากินยังวะแม่งถ้วยชามขวดแก้วขยะทั้งหลายไปนี่อะไรคอปเปอร์มาร์คไว้ก่อนนี่ขยะหนังๆทั้งหลายเข้าไปแต่แล้วยังเล่น
Thanks.
การ์ดด้วย
So long.
Dear fellow, with a fish hook like that, you
Now
must
I
have
know
to
it.
pick up the latest.
โอ้มันได้มันอย่ามุดเข้าไปตรงนี้
Go, go.
ไม่หน่อย
Beware.
ผมไหนน้องหวะอาหารยามเป้าเต็มเลย
You can't pull one
That's
over
a win
on
done.
me, Witcher. I can see.
วินเดินไปเดินมาอยู่ด้วยแม่งนั่งกินน้ำอะไรมาไม่น่าจะมีโจรนะแหมดินแดนแบบนี้
Sounds like a fight. Have
What?
to hurry.
เฮ้ยอะไรวะ
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
เกิดอะไรขึ้นที่ตรงนี้โอ้โห
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimar, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. Killed with a single
Bruxa.
blow.
แวมไพร์นี่อะไร
Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
ผู้หญิงในโรงเตรียมเมื่อกี้
In the cellar. Gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart.
ดูสิ
River Muck carried the body in his cart. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
มีเล็บ5 เล็บ
Footprints. Small bare feet.
อ้าวนั่น
Leaped
ก็
deep
ตาย
into the
สองข้างเล
cellar.
ย
Fell down the stairs. Broke his neck.
บันไดตายดูก่อนสิไม่ได้ โอ้โห ลูกกลม
Hurled against the wall with great force.
ลิบล็อกซ่าบล็อกซ่านี่อะไรบีดออฟบล็อกแคร์ตัวเฟสนี่ตัวใหม่หน้าตาไม่ขอแย่แวมไพร์บล็อกซ่านี่บล็อกซ่ามูนดัตแวมไพร์แบล็กวัต
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers.
แบล็กวัตและมูนดัตปกติไม่ค่อยได้ใช้มูนดัตเท่าไหร่ได้ยินมาก่อนแล้วกัน
Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
คนมาพังประตูฟาดด้วยกำลังมหาศาลว่ะ
you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Huh? Huh?
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
โอ้เดี๋ยวแวมไพร์แจ็คบัตเลือดสีดำไม่เคยใช้เลยก่อนเลยแจ็คบัตเมจรีเทิร์นสกอตดาเมจ 10% มักแวมไพร์บลัดมีอะไรให้นี่ไหมไปชันสูตรศพมา
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
ผมเงินไปอยู่ในคอได้ยังไง
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though.
Yeah, it can.
Or of their limbs seeming completely alive for so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. Nothing interesting beside. Body was chopped up after blows to creature that killed him. No Bruxa did that. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why did the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Pomeran to get me in to see the Duchess.
ที่มีห้องลับอยู่อะต้นเชียร์เปิดมาก็เห็นคนกระเด็นมาตรงนี้ก็เห็นคนกระเด็นอีกคนแม่งกระเด็นกันไปกระเด็นมาเป็นว่าเล่นเลยเห็นไหมวะทัวร์นาเมนต์อันนี้กลางลื่นเริงกันจริงแม่งข้างล่างตีกันยับเลยตรงนี้
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me. It's no disaster, like a front road.
Come here! I shall find you.
A witch!
ตีเหล็ก
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Front.
Armor chromed, engraved or fluted, whatever your heart's.
Let's see what you got in.
มือแค่ถุงมือธรรมดาก็แรงกว่าของกูแล้วอ่ะ โอ้หน้ากากม้าใหม่โคตรเท่เลยบอลแคร์แลนโดแบ็คเอามาก่อนเนี่ยที่กูต้องการ
So long.
Over here.
Vince
How might I aid?
มีเจ้าชายแม่งยืนอยู่ตามข้างถนนด้วย
A professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
What have you got there?
โอ้ทัวร์ซอนดูเข้าไม่ดาบธรรมดามันก็แรงกว่ากูแล้วร้อยกว่าอันนี้อะไรดาเลียหมดได้อะไรดาเลียไม่ได้เฮียอะไรโกหน้าไม้โอ้หน้าไม้มา
So long.
ทีนี้หน้าไม้ใหม่ power 200% action power 300%
Fly, I found steel and watch the sparks fly.
อัพแบบแข็งหมด
Let me see.
Hammer.
Need to speak to the Duchess urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomeranian, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
เย่อะไรนะคนดีต้อง ธรรมะชนะอาธรรมใช่ไหมจริงไหมต้องเอาเว้ยเวิร์กอิงกู๊ดธรรมะย่อมชนะอาธรรมไม่เสมอไปแต่อย่างน้อยก็ควรจะเป็นคนดีใช่ไหม
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
That's why. If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmer and Story, think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
นิทานจบแล้วไปได้แล้ว
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
เปิดมา10 นาทีแรกก็เจอกับยักษ์แล้วก็บล็อกได้เลย
Nilfgaardian gladiators.
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, to slow it down.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
จุกกระดิ่งไปที่หางตรงติงไป
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells into your ass?
Is he a monster? You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No one I will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
ไปหานักเช็ดกันเถอะยอง
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
ต้องจิ้มตูดอีกสงสารยังไงไม่รู้ดูไปหน้าตามันก็น่าเกลียดหมดทุกคน
Got a bad feeling about this.
โอ้โหไม่จบยังไม่จบ
Damn
หาง
it.
หลุดแล้วกระดิ่งหลุดโอ้
We have to help him.
ก่อนอ่ะ
Gotta keep it down.
อุ้ยอะไรวะ
Alas, for lightning, the beast
Ooh.
lost its foul girth, left
Ooh.
its sword, and knocked him to earth. And down came the Witcher in one mighty
กระ
pound.
เตือนเลยอ่ะ
Right to the beast, its plans confound.
เดี๋ยว จะหยุดมันยังไงวะของเล่นก่อนไปดาเมจไป
Out, brief flame, and thus the witch's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to
ติด
dust.
แข็งมากเลย
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the witches had triumphed against the odds. The witch awaited till the time was true. Then 12 gods and spun.
ไอ้เหี้ยเร็วอ่ะ
Monster that flew. The bow who leaps at the love's first birth. So the witch wooed the Selma, then its foul heart Dodge, dive, flee, faint, its racer strikes belly, Selma's cries ring aloud, blood transforms into jelly.
ไม่ได้ไม่ได้โอ้ ไม่มีถึงนี่เลยอีนี่เลยเอาไม่เข้าด้วยโอ้โอ้โหจะทำไงดีวะฟาโรห์ต้องกินวิสาเข้าไปฉันแทบจะกราบตลอดเวลา
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Guillaume.
The lad came down too close to dying.
ยังไม่ตายเว้ยดูแข็งอยู่
Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
I think I just found out.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, You will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no.
แสดงว่าแต่ดีแล้วมันเคยมาจีบอี
Only
ดิ
together we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
แสดงว่าไอ้เหี้ยแต่ดีแล้วเคย
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks.
เคยมา
Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
โอ้ยมันมาจีบมันกระทั่งเดอะเชนเลยเหรอ
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something, need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
ได้ไหมก็จะเอาเวแล้วกัน
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain
ให้
the
บ้านก่อน
beast.
เลย
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
First victim
How did it start? Who was the first
การ
victim?
ข้อมูล
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
ศพแรกนั่งคุกเข่าอยู่แต่ว่าโจมตีแบบครั้งเดียวหวนครั้งเดียวตายเลย
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the
อ้าว
next
มิลตันเหรอ
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To me something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed the knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And
เท
you,
ศกาลเริ่มแล้วแต่แม่ง
my
เติมไม่ได้
gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
เอ้า
Your Grace!
ดึงกระโปรงเขาเลย กระโปรงมันเกะกะ
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
อย่าให้ยับอ่ะอย่าให้ยับล่ะ
Hey!
เฮ้ยมึง
That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
เอามาดิ กระโปรงเจ้านายกู
Faster, Geralt! Right like the wind!
ไปตามมาแล้ว โอ้โห ดันเจ
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
This way! Through town! Try not to lose your way!
ลงไป
Sharp right!
ส
Take
วัสดีครั
care!
บ
Good!
มาดามแม่งติ้งเหลือเกินมาดามเฮ้ยมาลง
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! Is this part of the job? It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
ไหน
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
ฮิลตัน
On second thought, through here.
งง
I shall show you where the hunt plays out.
เจ้านาย
Then we
กระ
will
โปรง
speak.
หาย มีกางเกงใน นุ่ง
You
กาง
will
เกง
get
ใน
hold
วิ่ง
of
ไป
the
วิ่งมา
unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
เป็นฟิช
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, it's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. Turns around,
ยู
totally
นิคอร์นแล้วก็
there.
ปลาทอง
The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other Phoenix encounters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
เฮ้ยไปทางนี้เหรอเดินไปจับยูนิคอร์นกับปลาทอง
The Duchess's champion.
นะเอาจะข้ามเวลาได้ไหมเดี๋ยวก่อนแป๊บนึงเด้เดี๋ยวไปก่อนไป
You look to that
สาม
small
สิบ
thief.
นี่ทางนี้ยูนิคอร์น
This is no true unicorn.
ไม่ใช่ยูนิคอร์นไอ้เหี้ยยูนิคอร์นเอาเขามาผูกเขามาดับมาผูกกายนี่เขามาดับมาผูกหัว
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
เออ
Who's that?
กูรีบอยู่แท็กซี่ดิโอ้ทำไมไม่ใช้แท็กซี่วะแท็กซี่อยู่นี่มันใกล้ๆก่อนอย่าไปไกล
Damn it. Come on, stay calm.
โอเคแท็กซี่กดจิตมันไว้
Easy now. กดแสที่หนึ่ง
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper
อ้าวหาว่ากู
sportsmanship.
โกงนี่เบรกเลยเก็ตร้อน
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
ไปกดจิตมันซะเลย
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social norms.
โอ้กับปลาทอง
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes?
Look something fat and white and frightening grimace.
อัปเปิ้ลนั่นเหรอเปิ้ลแอนดี้มาเอาลูกอมมายัดไว้ในปลาที่เฮ้ย
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed up trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
งง
Why, you bombard wretch!
คิงโตโมแลนด์
Disgraceful.
โอ้ยลบหลู่พระราชาด้วย
The light is positively useless. She can't possibly see.
พี่บอล
Come on.
กี่สักหน่อยนึงนี่นี่สอรี่มืดแล้วด้วย
But your prize.
No buts.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
กูเนี่ยแหละคือกฎ
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
เดี๋ยวนะมันจะตายหรือเปล่าเรากลัวว่ามันจะตายจริงเลย location Montclair Sun hitting somewhere in Montclair Garden Montclair Garden Rice Milton Greenhouse Greenhouse
Let's see. Grown with ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse.
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one with locks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
อย่าเข้าไปอ๋อเฮ้ย
What the budge?
กำพาย
What was that?
What? โอ้
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It's dead, but you may keep it. I've a new one.
I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
ไม่ได้คุยกันเรื่องกู
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
ไฮเออร์แวมไพร์ปีต้องกำแพงโอ้ตัวเดี๋ยวเราเตรียมตัวก่อนแวมไพร์แบ็คฟลัชที่เดียวไม่ใช่ดินี่
To stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
How did you regenerate?
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Bring you back. Yeah,
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I'd come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
Dettlaff
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry, I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here, at least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
I did not kill the monster.
Huh. Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He saw it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders it so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll be there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us.
Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
ไอตัวแก่สุดตายไปแล้ว
We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
พบกันอยู่แป๊บเดียวเองนี่อะไรวะดูเข้าอารามังโกไปรับ
Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Sir, sir, a letter for you, sir.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
So get lost ไอ้เหี้ยอะ
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
จ่ายติ๊บให้เด็กหน่อย ยืนทำตาแป๊วๆเลย
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs rather than merely the wine festival have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
เกี่ยวกับ
Only messing everything up.
วิจิเจนของวิเชอร์
Sweet prophet, bloody. Whoa! A Witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
เอาบิสเนสอะไร
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Bald men, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Henrietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
ต้องการคนที่รู้เรื่องเกี่ยว
Show
กับ
me what you've got in stock.
โอ๊ยอะไรอ่ะนี่อะไรอ่ะโอ้เลเซอร์วิจิเจนโอ้อะไรเนี่ยโอ้เดี๋ยวต้องเอาของมาขายแลกกับมันหน่อยแล้วขายไปวงเล็บเอากู1 2 3 4 5 6เป็น transportation โอ้เอานี้ก่อนแล้วกันแล้วก็ขายเดี๋ยวเอากูไปซับอย่างละนิดอย่างละหน่อยหนังไวเวิร์นทั้ง3 อันแล้วกันไวเวิร์นมีเยอะ แข่งไวเวอร์21เองอะเลือดดีวาลเลอร์เก็บไว้ก่อนส่วนหนึ่งตุ๊กตานิกเกอร์เอาไปเลย11 อันพวกคาปี้ไข่หนังโทรโอเคแวมไพร์แฟงไว้ก่อนเอาเจมี่
Show me what you've got in stock.
บูนิติเจนเยสเซอร์บูนิติเจนอ๋อเปลี่ยนสีเฉยๆไม่มีอะไรแม่งเปลืองตังค์อีกกูนี่อะไรนาไซรีบาเซลบูโรตัสพาวเวอร์คูปิโดนี่เลยไม่มีอะไรพิเศษ
Need to get going. Till next time.
มาแวะใหม่นะทิสก่อน
Knox and the V might be worth looking into. It's an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
คิดเลยจิตเลยเราพอขี่ม้าไป
Nice tune.
No witches. Whatever.
Nothing to see here.
The exhibition of the Reginald Audrey Monument will remain closed until further.
เกิดอะไรขึ้น
Please disperse. The exhibition is closed.
What's this about?
Oh, Lepiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please. I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait. Are you not that famous witch up Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
The statue. Just tell me what's the problem.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you.
ดึงกูเข้าพันแท็กซะอย่างนั้นกูแค่ผ่านมาเห็นเครื่องหมาย
Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Dalbury. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a
กระปู
statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
แต่เกียวรูปปั้นโดนขโมยไป
Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down, literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Any suspect?
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Need to look around.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. Worry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be whole again soon.
มืดละสกิปดิสว่างแล้วดิ
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
จูรูปปั้นหาย
It will all. Don't worry, Red.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
It will all work out.
They say the diner at the port has such
Take
extraordinary
good care of
values.
yourself.
Some of the bells charge him less if he does their
กลิ่น
skirts.
กลิ่น
Yeah, poppycock.
Oh! I've 3 doublets, none of which are suitable to show myself in.
กลิ่นไอ้เหี้ยกลิ่นมันจางยังวะนี่ย้อนกลับมาหน้านี่
Old Gothish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
ทางนี้
We
What?
soon the day come when our culture is threatened by the very means of his own cultural Old Gothish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
ไอ้นี่เหรอ ยังไม่จบทางนี้ยังกลิ่นมันจางวะนี่ทางนี้
What's new, mon ami? This face no
Scent leads to this door. Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, then landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence, a series thereof. What?
That's not my husband!
ไอ้เชี่ยมันเล่นชู้กันตรงนี้
Not your husband? Who are you? And why are you in my home? Out! Now! Or I'll summon the guards!
Don't like your phone.
Watch your tone, Gramps. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves a body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
Oh, no idea.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This.
Rosalinda, I know you're in there. You and that fancy pants of yours.
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the love's this? Rosalinda! One I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's
อัน
pond!
นี้เข้าใจว่าแม่งเราก็เป็นชู้
Got no time for this. Go home.
กลับบ้านมา
Yes, that could be best. I'm done here.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment.
ไอ้เหี้ยนั้นเข้าใจว่าเราเล่นชู้กัน3 คนเลย
I admit I stole the stones, and you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I were 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
3 รอบ
At my age, that's more than the entire lost decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
เดี๋ยวว่าลึง
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
นี่ดูเท่งนึง
No chance. Need to take the stones, pure and simple.
But if you were to leave them with me for a day or 2, 3 at the most.
Shit out of luck. Sorry.
At the day's end, it's good I had a chance to use them at all. Here, take them.
Thanks. And good luck. Actually think you'll do just fine without them.
เนี่ยทำให้ปึงปังว่ะ
What was that?
มวยองคชาตรูปปั้น
This is Beauclair. What is the pheasantry stewing up?
เข้าอยู่ไหนวะ นี่เหรอ
Night, laugh, and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
You'd best behave.
มาแล้ว
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepiotus, luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude. And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
เฟสบอลออฟการไหน ชื่อเฟสลูกบอลอันยิ่งใหญ่ โอ้เฟสเพียบเลย
Yes, a face no ointment could help.
Another murder by the horrid beast, Milton the Payra.
Welcome. Herbs freshly picked, dried.
Let me see what you got.
อ๋อแล้วนี่มี500 โอเคแบ่งไปตอนแอสเซน ฟิลแอสเซนต์อันนี้อย่างละหน่อยก็ขายไปโบบัตรอนเนอร์นี่ทำไงวะช่างต้องดีไซน์ช่างอินเทอร์โนเบลิตี้คุณภาพเป็นเช่นย้อมไปว่ากัน
So long.
Reported something awful this year.
Let's behave.
Hey,
go, go.
That's my news exotic.
ปีหน้าเกมทางนี้ทางไหนวะ
Hey, yeah.
วูด
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
ไอ้เหี้ยสุสานว่ะโอ้อะไรอ่ะโอ้โหผมไม่ได้อยากดูไอ้นี่ร้อยไหมที่อะไรเนี่ยโดนแม่งทิ้งบอมใส่จานทองอันนี้มีอะไรวะเนี่ยกดไม่ได้ด้วยระวังกันเดี๋ยวนะเช็คก่อนได้ว่าไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดพลาดนะบัตร and why good end ending choice good ending choice how to get every ending how to get the best ending choice ending one Anna and Sanya I vote happy up during the night one of those contract down Damian unit beyond hill and dale prompt strength Strength Beyond Hill and Dale นะกูยังไม่ได้ผ่านเควสพวกนี้เนาะ Flying and ไปก่อนนะ Blood Run วายมาแอนวายทั้งหลายหาสิยิงลาเซอร์ยูวิเชสันจะถอดออกเองรีเควสก่อนแล้วเสร็จแล้ววอยวอยมีอะไรบูนเน็ตกราเชียเก็บบอลออฟกราไนท์เทคก่อนเทคมีเควสไหนที่กูยังคัทออฟโซนไม่เกี่ยวโซนบีดออฟทัวร์ซองโอเคไม่มี The Night of Long Fang เหรอติ๊กเกอร์ยังไม่ได้โอเค
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
ตรงนั้นไงเฮ้ยขี้โมไอ้เหี้ยขี้โมเดี๋ยว
Victuals are plenty.
ไอ้แม่งโคตรจีไอ้ฟาร์มเนี่ย
What now, you piece of filth?
อ๋อ
Kiki more egg. Incinerate these to ash.
เอาทิ้ง
That's some stench.
โอ้ไอ้เหี้ยตัวใหญ่เหี้ยแม่งมาอยู่ในนี้เก็บรู้ไม่ให้หมด
An illusion. Interesting.
โอ้ตังพัสโบดีเอสโบดีลิสพัสโบดีลิสไอโค้ดแต่มาเปิดโรงแรม5 ดาวอยู่ในนี้
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. I'm much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Deadlove wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by their senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
มือ
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
มือลีคิดมือเดดลับ
It's Deadlove's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it. Just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Deadloff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Deadloff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Deadlove. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can you just summon Deadlove?
Can't you just summon Deadlove? You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Deadlove. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his
เสียง
theory.
มันออกมานี่ยากสุด
Guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Deadlove's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
ต้มยาทิพย์ หัวน้ำมือขยับเองได้ต้มยาที่เรียกความทรงจำออกมาจากมือ
What was that?
A raven. Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snicker of mandrake.
Okay, แดกเหล้า
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Maybe something you want to ask me. Where have you been? ไปไหนมา
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
เจอแล้วจบแล้วปีนี้ละ
Then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the wild hunt together.
Ooh. Seemed I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
ตอนตายต้อง
Gotta
ดีไง
ask you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction is not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test the hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Deadloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire to help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to find one another.
ห้ามฆ่ากันเอง
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
นั่งฟังนะนั่งแชทกันไปเรื่อยระหว่างรออีกาสืบข่าว
Ever vigilant even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Not as far anymore. ไม่รู้สิเท่าที่กูรู้นะ
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites, for somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
ที่เราจะไว้
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder, or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
น้ำลาย
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
ต้องไปหาลิ้นเดี๋ยวก่อนนะเลคิสขอรื้อบ้านมึงหน่อยโอ้ไบโอกราฟีอะไรสักอย่างหนึ่งแวมไพร์ลีคิดซิลเวอร์เต้าดีเจเนเรตโพชั่นฟอร์มูล่าวาร์ปกลับมาอย่างนี้เลยโอเคตรงนั้นมีกระดูกอยู่ออเลนเนี่ยเข้าโอเครื้อบ้านมึงหมดละมา มาเยี่ยมใหม่นะเพื่อน optional list เป็นอะไรเลยหรอบ้าง sport wave first one ใช่เป็นรอยไอ้เจ้าพี่โมเนโคเฟสใหม่ตัวอะไรวะ สปอร์ตไวน์เป็นเนโคเฟสเหรอ The best อโลนไว้คุ้มเกาะที่อะไรไว้อ๋อเป็นผีเหรอซอมบี้อ่ะฟิลิปชาวมาฟอร์ม The Emperor Mika แวมไพร์เดดลับแวนเดอร์เอสเทนทีนี้เราต้องไปที่นี่แวะมาตรงนี้เพื่อมาจุดวาร์ปก็ไปที่หมู่บ้าน
Move it.
โอ้อะไรเลยเอ็นเดเกอร์ไประเบิดดิมันแหละเที่ยมันไอ้นี่เลยพวก37เลยหมดแล้วเปิดไปแรงไปแล้วตรงนี้เมื่อกี้ใครว่าอะไรวะ
Thank you. Thank you.
Our knights errant? They're so heroic, we had to summon a witcher to do their work. Don't pester me.
Aye, and pigs can fly.
Great manner ใช่แล้วมีว้าไหมล่ะไม่มีจุดวาร์ปเลยเหรอไม่มีจุดวาร์ปก็ไม่มีวะไปที่นี่หมู่บ้านนี้อ๋อนี่ไงจุดวาร์ปมาเจอละปลอดใจละ
What's going on there?
ไปหน่อย เสียงหมาป่า
Run, Roach.
ดูสิหมาป่าแถวนี้มันเป็นยังไงก็เดือดวากเลยโอ้กัดใหญ่นะไอ้เหี้ยมันที่สูงที่ต่ำตีไม่โดน
Show me what you got.
ไม่คุ้มเหนื่อยเลยที่สูงๆต่ำๆตีไม่โดนซะอย่างนั้น
Hey, yeah.
Come evening, I'm off to the wells, quick as a flash. Thus.
ตอมิวอ๋อเจอแล้วหมู่บ้านนี้
Run, Roach.
โอ้ยหล่น
Think I'm catching something.
ป้ายโน้ติสบอร์ดเฮ้ยอันนึง
Hey, Edgar.
The Dutch summoned him.
โอเค
The guard brings peace to our domains.
A witcher.
Rotting chain.
Use one around here. Full time.
Hello, cheers, howdy do. In need of anything?
Mind if I glance at your stock?
อ๋อเดินเลยหน้าไม้เก่าโอ้ยมันมีตังค์เยอะจังวะทำไมของล่ะทำนี้ช่วยเกียร์เป็นคัลเลอร์โอ้ยยาย้อมสีโอ้โหแค่ซักคนดูสิแรงกว่าเยอะเลยอ่ะนี่อะไรโอ้ฟันปลอมถุงเงินรูปปั้นไดโนโลเคนเมเทโอไรพิกแอคตังเยอะมาก
See ya. Mind showing me your wood?
ตัวซองดูเข้าซ่อมก่อน
So long.
Myself, I like Count Monier's idea.
Fool. Who needs a new faction? Gwent is an old game.
That's its trend.
Boot.
Faster.
อุ้ยติ๊กเกอร์ออกเลต มันเป็นลืมแล้วมันเป็นเนโครเฟสใช่ไหมฟอกเลตฟอกเลตเป็นเนโครเฟสแล้วนิกเกอร์เป็นออกดรอยใช่ฟอกเลตเป็นเนโครเฟสเนี่ยทำอะไรอ่ะติดมือถือดังแป๊บนึงนะดังออนโอ้โห400 คราวต้องจังเล็ดไหมเชี่ยวไหมอีกตัวตรงนั้นเนี่ยฟ้องเหรียญรุ่นสูง
Given me no choice.
ฟื้นตัวก่อน
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
ฮะหมาเก็บเจ้าหมาต้องผิดหมาผีสเปกเตอร์เหรอได้มาเก็ตเป็นสเปกเตอร์นะโดดัสสเปกเตอร์อะไรวะไอ้เหี้ยแม่งคนมาได้อย่างนี้เลยเหรอนะแล้วเป้าหมายเราเป็นตัวอะไรไม่ใช่ไม่ใช่โปรเฟสเป้าหมายเราเป็นเนวโปรเฟสใช่ไหมเป็นไหมตอนนี้ถามสเปกเตอร์เข้าไปก่อน โอ้ไรแอสเซทพิษมันคือพิษป่ะเป็นตัวเป็นตัว
Let's dance.
เก็บพื้นที่เก็บพื้นที่บล็อกเลตเหรอไม่เก็บมันมาเสียบเข้าไปโอเคเก็บพื้นที่เรียบร้อยวันนี้มีอะไรบ้างมีอะไรออนทับพีโอ้โหเป็นไปหมดเลยเดี๋ยวไหนก็กินยานี่ละมาดมควันหน่อยเฮ้ยไม่มีอะไร
That the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
On. เข้าไปไม่ได้ช้อนไว้เต็มบ้านเลย
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
ซอมบี้นักเก็บช้อนเดนลี่
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
ไม่มีช้อนอันไหนทำให้หายหิวได้คำสาปที่อะไรวะ
Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector. Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
ว่างเมื่อกี้มีเควสอะไรออกมาไอเกมมาสเตอร์โอเคออกซิเจนช่วยก่อนเปิดฟอร์มเลยยึดไปเลยถูกครับคุณเทปของไฟอาร์ออนเนอร์เลสโปนต้องสับไปถามก่อนครับ
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your
จะไม่มี
table.
ใครนั่งกินข้าวกับมึง
It makes sense.
ถามอะไรสักอย่างไม่มีช้อนอันไหน
Woman's
ไม่
name
ทำให้คุณพอ
scratched
ใจ
into
ได้
this wooden spoon. Romantic. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
มีชั้นใต้ดินก่อนอื่นเลยเราไปหาไอ้นี่ก่อนดิจุดวาร์ปอยู่ไหนกลับไปทางนู้นเลยอะไรอย่างน้อยก็มีจุดวาร์ปวะไอ้เหี้ยคนละทางเดี๋ยวเสียงหมาหอนไปคุยเรื่องช้อนก่อนดิโอเคเบส100 100 เมตรนู้น
Hey, excuse me. The north must be a terribly barbaric land.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Dutch's banners? Red, white.
อันนี้นี่เหรอ เอ๊ะ ไม่ใช่กูเข้ามาในบ้านใครเนี่ย
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet. Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry. The best auberge in all the duchy.
Are you seeing this one I did?
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My, oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note let me hear. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
I mean, you'll stop.
What are you serving up to?
การ์ดซื้อการ์ดก่อนเลย แล้วก็หลังจากนั้นขายอาหารหน่อยสิ มีอะไรให้ขายบ้าง เอาเหล้าไปโอ้ขายได้ราคาดีอยู่เหล้าพิซิม่าได้2เวทวินได้2เหมือนกัน เนื้อดิบ โอ้ อันนี้ได้12เลยไว้ก่อนตังค์มันหมดแล้วโพชั่นฟอร์มนาเรียน้ำออนนี่ โอ้พุดออนปูน16 ปูนธรรมดาขายไปที่มัททอนจังขายไปตัวสปูนขายเมทัลสปูนขายลิปสปูนลิปเปอร์สปูนขายไปซ้อนไปทีนี้ตัดไม่ให้อันเรื่อยช้อนทองไอ้เหี้ยไม่มีตังค์ซื้อช้อนแล้วเก็บไว้ก่อนนะ เดี๋ยวกูเก็บช้อนทองไว้ก่อน
See you later.
Did you guess, our sweet shining sun?
Della นี่ชั้นใต้ดินเหรอปลาเปิดนอนพุทของกินมั่งไม้หมดตู้ไฟล์กอนทอสวิดีโอ look for the treasure ฮะไปไหนอีกวะ โอ้โหเหี้ยไปสักไกลเลย เรื่องช้อนเนี่ยนะ
Where are your manners?
เพราะอันเดียวมึงพากูไปรอบเมืองรอบแคว้นเลยนะมึง
I'm glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a
Come nuts, come mate.
เรื่องช้อนอันนี้อะไรวะมันจะวิ่งไปจำจุดวาร์ปได้แล้วก็วิ่งไปดูที่เรื่องช้อนนี่แวะไปตรงนี้หน่อยบ้านนี้ล่ะ
Go, go.
บ้านนี้ไม่มีวาร์ปเนี่ยเหมือนมีจากขนาดนี้ไม่มีก็แปลกละซันเทนิสแคสเซิลทีนี้ได้เวลาไปต่อไปแวะที่นี่แวะตรงนี้ก่อน
Come on.
Look, I got a gift from a druidess.
What is it?
Powdered mushrooms.
Oh, I don't care.
Something's not right.
Huh?
Faster.
บางอย่างไม่ถูกต้องบางอย่างที่ว่าคืออะไรสถานที่เหมือนบ้านผีสิงยังไงไม่รู้เหมือนล้างๆเลยไม่มีจุดวาร์ปให้ด้วยไปครับเราจะมาเช็คจุดวาร์ปเฉยๆทีนี้ไปทางนี้ต่อเอาไปด้านซ้ายด้วยแต่ว่ามันมีมาร์คเกอร์ให้ละเดี๋ยวกูมาจัดการทีหลัง
Move it.
ตอนนี้จัดการงานด่วนก่อนเฮ้ยหมาแค่หมาเฉยๆไม่มีอะไรเลยเหรอไม่มีจุดวาร์ปเลยเหรอโอ้ข้างบน อ้เกือบหมาของกินโอ้เกือบนี่เหรอบริจาคพาสต้าซิปรูบี้ไดมอนด์สปูนเลื่อนดินแค่นี้นะชีวิตดอกไม้เชี่ยอะไรเรียบเลยมีอะไรโอ้โหโอ้โหไอ้เหี้ยโอ้โหมาปั๊บช้อนกันมาขโมยช้อนมันไอ้เหี้ยมันโมโหเลยไปก็ได้ทีนี้แวะกลับมาที่ตรงฟาร์มนี่เดี๋ยวกลับไปหมาช่างมันเนื้อหมาหนังหมาขายไม่แพงเท่าไหร่นี่มันมีอะไรอ๋อวัววุ๊บเกิดวันเกิดเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวให้แม่งไม่โดนอีกโอ้โคตรแรงเลยมึงแล้วทำไมรอบนี้จัดการแล้วนั่งมาที่วัดอ๋อทำไมรอบนี้นั่งมาที่แปลกดี
Don't you step on me. You've shown great valor. So much we ought to have witches, Eric, not knights. None of that lot came forth to help us.
ปกติพวกมึงก็เดินเข้ามาเลยแบบไม่สนใจอะไรเนี่ยของมีร้านตัดผมด้วยเปลี่ยนทรงผมก่อนก็ไหนๆล่ะ แม่งผมทรงนี้โดนแม่งโกนมา
Hey there, Witcher, come, we must speak.
The werewolf. Did you kill it? It murdered folk, devoured sheep, ravaged the farm. Oh, what a relief that's done with. I thank you. If you wish, I shall give you a trim. I just need a moment. My hands are still shaking.
เดี๋ยวตัดผมให้ฟรีนี่นะเชฟอยู่ประจำรูเส้นแชมป์ลองรูลองอะไรวะลองรูเส้นเปลี่ยนทรงหน่อยทรงเดิมไปนี่แหละทรงเดิมไอ้เหี้ย
Take care now.
Were it not for you, Witcher, that werewolf, he'd have devoured us all.
Every day the same wine, wine. It's enough to drive you batty.
What happened to your head? Are knights errant? They're so heroic.
No
We had to
thief
summon
in
a
the
witch to
draft
do their
horse
work.
will town.
ไปจัดการกับไอ้เชี่ยผีช้อนก่อนไม่มีตัวไหนเกิดนะเทปมันดีดิเดี๋ยวจะหาทางแก้คำสาปได้
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
โอ้โหเย็ดแม่ช้อน
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
ช้อนมันมหาศาลนี่มาอะไรเนี่ย
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
I ไม่ได้โอเคกลับไป
Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
จุดนี้ละ
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
เนี่ยแอบในตู้ยืนสมาธิมาละ ปรุงยาปรุงอาหารอีกแล้วช้อนเต็มตัวเลยเล็กเคิร์ด
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
ใจเย็นใจเย็นเอามาช่วย
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to serve the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now.
ต้องนั่งกินข้าวกับมันแต่ขนาดเน่าจนไม่มีใครกล้ากินด้วย
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
เดี๋ยวนะเคิร์ดลำดับกูไม่รู้ลำดับเลยสปูนเคิร์ดไอ้เชี่ยคำสาปช้อนเอาดูเบรกwhen down return you have to cut it down I think we'll select eat without using spoon dialog option without using spoon dialog eat let eat not using the spoon เขาบอกว่าไม่ต้องไม่จำเป็นต้องใช้ช้อน
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
ยกซดเลยยังหวงช้อนอยู่โอ้รู้สึกโอ้โหจบสุด
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
โอ้โหหน้ากูล้าวเลยเนี่ยมึงปรุงอะไรเนี่ยมึงปรุงอะไรให้กูแดกเนี่ยโอ้โหไอ้เหี้ยหน้ากูล้าวหมดเลย
It worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench. มึงเป็นพ่อครัวที่แย่มากนี่เสียบมันไม่ลบติดปกติมาละ hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
กินข้าวอ่ะไปหาข้าวแดกกันเถอะ
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased finally to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basilfoldi, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corvo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colourful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-grandfather. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide.
in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
บ้านใหม่ของเรา
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
มืด
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
แหมเที่ยวชมบ้านตัวเองจะไม่สว่างหน่อยก็อะไรอยู่ไป
Bushel of grapes is more a burden than that steel of yours.
เมเจอร์โดโมเป็นตำแหน่งใช่ไหมเมเจอร์โดโม
Follow me, please. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasure.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No place like home.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs.
โดดลงไปในบ่อน้ำฆ่าตัวตายแต่แม่งไม่ตาย
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
บวชเลยทีนี้ ฆ่าตัวตายบวชโดดลงบ่อน้ำไม่สึกไม่ตายขาหักแทน
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Follow me, please. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Me oh my! A witch fella!
If my lips don't speak of wine, my wife won't know their mind.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
ที่เก็บไว้จะเอามาทำเป็นบ้านรถแล้ว โอเค
Here, kitty, kitty. Row.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
มันทำความสะอาดให้แล้ว
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it. A southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
ต้องไง
Follow me, please.
มีอะไรจะแนะนำกูอีก
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will together devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could...
Almost decidedly, sir. The question is...
Been thinking about the outer wall.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Oh.
I understand.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
รูปภาพเวปอนแหละStand. Good. Painting. Painting. Yes, trophy. นี่รูปถ่ายวิชเชอร์ไอ้รูปถ่ายมาแฝงไว้ไอ้ไม่ใช่รูปวาดของเด็กเฟซบุ๊ก อ๋อนี่คืออะไรที่เราเคยอ่านมาหมดแล้วใช่ไหมปุ๊บซ่อมแซมบ้านมาใหม่เหมือนเดิมเจอ contract go back to legis กลับไปหาเลกิสไปเลยดีไหมเนี่ยพึ่งแล้วกันหิวข้าวแล้วคืนนี้ต้องออกไปทำธุระด้วยพรุ่งนี้ค่อยกลับมาเล่นโอเคเซฟก่อนมีภารกิจต้องตกแต่งบ้านด้วยยังไม่ได้ไปซื้ออุปกรณ์ทำรูนให้ไอ้เจ้าไอ้แก่นั่นเลยตั้งรูนโอเคไปละวันนี้เราเจอกันที่หลัง